Hey, good evening. Yo, my mic sounds nice. Boom, boom, boom. What's good? Trying to get my dribble right. He said, blesses us with, he said, I was for it. Good morning. Y'all share this live. We about to get busy. Let me get my dribble right. Oh. The dribble is in the building. He said, it's funny, we seen that workout machine you was on the next day with Lance. Yeah, man, you got to be ahead of the curve. I've been working on the Vertimax for a minute. I got a video on this channel where I think I was live doing the Vertimax. Was fucking good. I had some real MCs in here last night. Shout out to Rome Streets and Jamal Gasol. The niggas got busy. He said, what's good? You look fried. A little bit. All right. I want to play you one-on-one for whatever. Why you wait till I'm in my 40s to want to play me one-on-one, shorty? Share your show, great content. Shout out to everybody that's here. 9 New York City police officers. He said, you seen Gangsta Lou on Queens Flip talking about Alpo? Seen a little something. Peace. What's up, Rico? Y'all share this live and y'all like this, man. I ain't getting busy yet. It ain't even $1 in here. I ain't talking about donations. I'm talking about 100 in the population. I need 100. I'm 38, pal. It don't matter how old you are. You don't lose that gift. I was just, talking shit to that guy. Whoever that guy is, there's probably a 90% chance he's not in any shape. I'm in what you call tip-top shape. He don't want it. Believe me, he don't want it. He said, why is everybody talking about everything but these 9 cops? Yeah, I'm trying to get to that. Let's get back to the topic. Good morning, everybody. John Robinson. He said tip-top, though. What is going on with about policing New York City or being police overall to where they're committing suicide at an alarming rate? NYPD pigs are foul. Peace, Lord Piff. Good morning, Jay. They can't take being pig. Y'all pigging them. Yeah, he said she was in the news yesterday. Yeah, that's why we're discussing it today, because I watched the news telecast and I was like, whoa. I made a post about it on my Instagram for y'all who don't follow me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. He said, what's your take on the Epstein case? A lot of fuckery going on, a lot of people, a lot of powerful people, a lot of deception, a lot of sick, powerful people, though. I don't think he's dead. Let me read something to y'all, though. 2 more New York police officers died by suicide, bringing the total to 9 this year. It's only the 8th month. It's only the 8th month of the year, and we got 9 police suicides from the NYPD. What do y'all think about that? 2 New York police officers killed themselves this week, continuing a rash of suicides that has claimed 9 lives this year, rattled the nation's largest police force, and prompted commanders to issue urgent pleas for despondent officers to seek counseling. First thing they asked was they black? You said, was they black? They the boys in blue. You said either extreme stress or a cover-up. More police officers commit suicide every year more police officers commit suicide than are killed in the line of duty. That goes for every year. That's a fact. I knew one of them in Yonkers, very real. They live by me in Yonkers. Hey, Gully, look up Chicago police suicides. There's something going on there for real. I think your conscience probably can't take a lot of the dirt associated with policing. Hold on for a minute. They be tripping with the motherfucking the copyright violations and shit. I had to make sure I was airtight. I heard a Bluetooth speaker. This fucking YouTube shit picked that shit up and will sabotage the whole shit. He said, yeah, if that's the case, why are their consciousness bothering them so much in 2019? Great question. Do you think maybe it's something associated with the Epstein situation? Boom, 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 boom. Bro, suicide is high all over. It's society as a whole. It's fucked up out here, and the weak can't survive. Heavy. It is hectic. I ain't checking myself out. Man. They can't handle the truth, the real. Once you're in the blue wall of silence, you see a lot with that power and corruption that comes with police, and they probably was all like, if I say something, they dead. Hey, Gully, did you peep the Gangsta Lou interview looking directly at the camera talking to Alpo? I think I seen a clip on IG. Or maybe it came up in the suggested videos and shit. He said, Gully thinking of that one. Media been pushing the mental health awareness agenda for a while. He said, let's leave that one alone. Leave what? Leave what? Leave what alone? Leave what alone? Many high-profile famous people were identified at Epstein's Black Book. I agree. What do you think about the situation? I would like to hear your input. My input on what? You see the Gangsta Lou Flip interview? I seen a part of it, I think. I seen it either on Instagram or it was sliding through the suggested video. Oh, man. He said, it's an internal problem. He said, don't take the bait, go. He said, what's your interview about the my input about the 9 cops? This is what I've seen something that's consistent with police and correctional officers. I know a few COs that commit suicide and shit. Straight up. I know I know at least 3 COs, probably 4, that commit suicide. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not bullshitting. So I'm like, man, it gotta be something associated with what they be doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and you could look it up. I bet you correctional officers got a high level of suicides as well. Shit. He said, dog, that's not what we asked, bro. What did y'all ask? Did you ever start making your own ginger drinks, turmeric? Yeah, absolutely. CO is a dirty world. He said, just like the military, brainwash. He said, and greater for. He said, Gangsta Lou. What do y'all want me to say about Gangsta Lou and Queens Flip? What do y'all want me to say, man? The interview input. He said, talk your shit. Did he ever reach out to you? Did whoever reach out to me? Ebony. They said, who is Gangsta Lou? Gangsta Lou is a mob style. Gully spoke on Yang a while back and he's surging. Andrew Yang, he trying to get people $1,000 a month, $3,000. You know he gonna move ahead. Ebony Knowledge, you funny as hell. He said, so they didn't reach out. Who didn't reach out? He said he not jacking mob style. I mean, they the times of them rapping and shit is they airs that shit is behind them. Them niggas is in their 50s. He said, what a Gangsta Lou got to do with Alpo? They was like in the same era, mutual, had mutual friends and shit, was like, hustling around the same era and shit. He said, salute, Fred Briggs, you my man, I fuck with you heavy. Shout out to, and not because you always in here throwing donations around, I appreciate you. The snapbacks are coming next month, September 16th, I think. And don't believe the hype. He said he told a nice story. What did he tell? What story did he tell? He said, "Tell it, bro. I see the light bulb lit up." he said, "I can get a Gully shirt. You can order a Gully shirt from my Instagram profile." Um, I didn't watch the interview. I had to watch it from start to finish to give y'all a good rundown about my thoughts on the interview. But I see somebody in the comments said that he looked at the camera and addressed. He said, "Poe watching. He always watching." He said, "Gully, you hiding something?" I ain't hiding nothing. Hey, yo, man. Somebody said that he addressed the camera. He addressed the Poe on camera. This is the thing, right? He in the streets. He's out there in the streets. Like, I'm pretty sure people of their era know who he hangs with in Harlem, where he be at in Harlem. You know what I'm saying, or wherever he be in New York. I'm pretty sure their generation know where he's at, and he probably could have said anything if he wanted to address him. I'm pretty sure he could have addressed him in the streets and shit. Like, I didn't get the part. I don't get the part where you can't. If I got something to say to somebody, throwing it across the internet. That's something that we do. That's something that we do. Us internet people. That's something that we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I had an issue with King Erner, or who I made a video about. I never made a video about King Erner, and I made a video about Jordan Tower before and shit. But that's internet shit. That's something that's going on the internet. We've been on the internet double figure years. Al Poe is a gangster, or whatever. Gangster Lou is a gangster. So I don't understand where the internet comes in at, if it's real. He said they dying from lead poisoning. Do you know who has lead poisoning now? Newark, New Jersey. The water is contaminated now. Them niggas over there buying bottled water. Y'all in New York City, y'all should be worried. Y'all should be worried. If Newark is having water problems, the city should be worried. He said these cats just need to chill and mellow out. Live your remaining life humble and end with peace. Everything else is between you and God. Correct. Boy, when as soon as that Alpo topic, it's like people just tune in. The viewership shot through the roof right quick. As soon as that turned to the topic. But yeah, getting back to the initial topic. 9 New York City police officers commit suicide all in the same year. We're only 8 months into the year. What does that tell y'all about the policing going on in the United States? They said, Gully, what about Compton and Watts? The water was coming out brown at one point. That's crazy. Said karma is coming home. They handing out expired bottles of water here in Newark. Water got a shelf life? I ain't know. Water got a shelf life, yo? Is it gonna go bad? Like, what the fuck? He said, yes, it do. I wonder how long is water shelf life? He said fake water does. If it got a shelf life, it has to have some fucking preservatives and shit in it. He said, yes, water has a shelf life. That can't be pure water. There has to be something in it. He said fungus and bacteria grow in it. Why? Because it's in a plastic container. Water doesn't have a shelf life. It's the plastic bottles. Got it. That makes total sense. Pure real water don't expire. It's the plastic. Got it. Got it. Y'all make sure y'all hit the likes, man. Get this joint up to $1 or something, man. It's a couple hundred people in here now. He said, how can plastic expire? It doesn't. Plastic ain't biodegradable, I don't think. That's why a lot of states are stopping to use plastic. He said, cousin's career is over. It's fucked up, man. I'm fucked up about that. I don't even want to talk about that. You can't destroy plastic. Correct. That's why a lot of states aren't using plastic anymore. It's people who even have plastic. No, paper straws. They got paper straws now. He said plastic be all in the ocean, killing shit. Yeah. Cut out plastic bags in Massachusetts. New Jersey going no plastic too. California was totally no plastic. Yeah, paper straws. Could you imagine using a paper straw? What's up, Angry Fan? Good morning. Paper straws. Probably gonna be made out of some type of like cardboard or some shit. DC also, Connecticut, no plastic. Word. Yeah, we gotta protect the environment. I seen a story on the internet just recently that said if we start, like planting crops and stop fucking with the plastic and shit, we can reverse the climate the climate changes that's going on. We can somewhat reverse it. Shout out to Angry Fan. Angry Fan, you was in the hospital, wasn't you, my nigga? He said, where's all of our waste going? Some of it is turned to manure, I think. Shit, here in rehab. Damn, we have to have our own farms and fruit trees more than ever. That's correct. Yeah, landfills. That's what I was trying to say. Pardon me. Landfills. Most of our waste go to third world countries. For what? He said, that's bullshit. That's the lie. We have never caused climate change. I didn't think that we could. I don't know. I don't know. I know plants produce oxygen. So we produce more trees. We got to be able to affect something. We plant more green foliage. I was riding through North Carolina. All I smelled was shit and manure for 20 miles. He said, unless you worked in waste and bio, you wouldn't know. No such thing as global warming. Yeah, that's what they were saying, that we can help reverse global warming. by being more respectful and considerate of the environment. Trust me, New Jersey contaminated, New York is too. Like if the Schuylkill River get contaminated, it's going to affect every city it run through. 500,000 was rapping about war over water on his song "Fires in Hell." He was rapping about war over water. He said, "You want to see global warming? Peep Gangsta Lou's look when he stared at the camera. You think Queen's Flip will interview Alpo before you, Belly?" I don't know. I already interviewed him and shit. It's just not on camera. But I got a chance to sit and ask him everything I wanted to ask him. Right to his face. Everything. You feel me? Everything. He was like, "You ain't recording me, is you?" I'm like, "Nah." The government has been manipulating the weather for decades. I agree. You see Kaepernick interview when he spoke about Jay. I think JayZ is about to be on the hot seat for some reason. It just seems like that. He said, "Please interview the nigga so it can be over with." I got some hip hop shit going on. Look at this. Jay got to pay his Illuminati ties. He said, "I had a temp job at a waste management site where they had a scientist turning trash to water. Goddamn. Handling the handle as always. Absolutely. The hero will now turn heel." You think Glasses Malone is the truth? I think he's very talented. That song that he did, that was daring, shocking, original, and dope. He said, "Niggas mad at JayZ, but I could have swore Cap took a check too." Man, motherfuckers need to mind their business, man. JayZ ain't harmed no motherfucking body black. What has he done? What has he harmed? Has he harmed us? He ain't did nothing but hustle the whole time, right? From the projects, right? Y'all think he's gonna be totally ethical, or he gonna act as a nigga from the Brooklyn fucking projects? He gonna do some shit. The fuck? He got in position doing some shit. Learn how to move in a room full of vultures. Industry shady. We need to be taken over. We got to remember all of that shit, man. He said that shit is going on like probably getting close to 20 years. He said he sold his soul. Music fire, though. There's two ways to look at this JayZ thing. I'm getting off some time, and they say, "Okay, wear this bracelet and you good," and I go out and do some dumb shit. I'm a dumb nigga. JayZ a human, a hustler, a hypocrite, and that's every man. I don't deal with the ethics, but it's big business. When you say he sold his soul, what do you mean by that? Because he got in this position rapping. He got in this position rap. The position that he's in, he got in there with a pen and a pad. Well, he said he didn't use one. I doubt that. He got there with a pen and a pad. So anything he's done after that, how much money does one need? I hope it's bigger than that. What is a nigga expected to do with his money once he gets some? Do white people have obligations on their celebrities and shit like that when they get on? Kenny Rogers better give us some motherfucking money, yo. Tom Brady just won another motherfucking Super Bowl. What the fuck is he doing for the white community? I mean, what the fuck? He said white celebrities donate big money. Y'all don't think JayZ donate money to black people? He just got Meek Mill the fuck out of jail. That doesn't affect all of us, but then again, it does, because Meek's decision, their decision to free Meek, it becomes case law. So the decision and the terms used to free Meek can affect every other parolee that comes behind him. All they got to do is cite the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Raheem Williams or Rameek Williams, whatever his name is. They say JayZ don't owe you shit. Get your own. Gully, why do black people feel as if a black people has more than them, they have to share it with them? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a Libra. In order for my scales to remain balanced, there has to be constant equality going on with me and shit. So I ain't never had no problem breaking bread with anybody and shit. I share with a stranger. But everybody ain't like that. Some niggas feel that, I guess they feel that you can be buried with that shit. Then there's generational wealth that, gets passed down or whatever. I don't got no problem with motherfuckers who attain something. If you work to attain something, what you do with it after that, that's your personal business. And that's between you and your creator. White celebrities have the luxury of not having to use community economics to fight systematic racism economically. Andre Farr, shout out to you, my nigga. You hit me with a few bars right there. Y'all share this live. Still ain't 100 likes in here. We're getting at 300 people. That ain't right. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications if this is the first time you heard me on this mic. Robert Kraft owns hip hop now. No, he don't. Oh, let's talk about Choke No Joke. That's what I want to talk about. Something that Choke No Joke said. One thing about the truth, when you hear it, you know it. One thing about the truth, when you hear it, you know it, right? That shit Choke No Joke was saying about the 360 deal and independence and all of that, it sounded like the truth. Sounded like the truth. He said Choke was right. Choke. He said Choke must got cancer. He letting it all out. He said he got 6 months left. Choke seen it up close. Said he was right. They definitely they took his video off the Breakfast Club, his interview off the Breakfast Club, off their internet site. And he's been out of shape about that. He should be. And he wants to know why. We want to know why. The general public, we want to know why. What did he do that they took his interview down? Is he saying something that's very pertinent and relevant and y'all trying to silence him as a whole? Which he's been saying the whole time. We've been calling him crazy. I think it's a parable somewhere in one of the books about somebody who was, trying to alert the village and everybody thought the nigga was crazy. He said Choke hiding out in the Himalayas. He had us thinking he was hiding out in the Himalayas. Motherfucker seen him at Walmart from Edenwald Projects. I was like, yo, Choke. He said he turned around, looked at him, turned around and walked off. Ah, shit. Yeah, somebody spotted him, man, when that nigga was supposed to be in Belize, some motherfucking where. Nah, man, I ain't trying to play Choke. Choke, the information that he's been giving up, I think it's the truth. Shout out to Choke. Unblock me, nigga. I was just fucking with you. I made a post. The nigga told me he seen you in Walmart. You got mad that I told him. Oh, shit. Oh. We live in a world of bullshit, lies, and homosexuality. Anybody speaking truth will get silenced. I've been threatened 3 times by Instagram about my Instagram post. I post a picture of a swastika on my Instagram, and I gave the truth and the meaning about a swastika. It's a Sanskrit symbol. It means well-being. I was just sharing that. I found that throughout my travels, and they threatened me about that shit. Like, yo, this hate speech. This, and I'm like, how? They tripping. Choke telling everything Miss Jones and Soleil was beef, and Soleil caught Genuine and Miss Jones creeping. Miss Jones was bad. He said, I hate the gang platforms. All the gangs got YouTube pages now. I mean, channels now. It, boy, don't admit to being in no organization on camera. For anybody who watching this, past or present and shit, man. Cases be retroactive, man. Don't. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He said the Chinese use the same symbol. It's in their history books. It used to be in those old kung fu flicks. He said those gang channels are indictments waiting to happen. That's what I. Big Phil speaks. Big Phil, you's a wreck chaser motherfucker. You funny as hell. I seen your Instagram page. You tagged me. You was fucking with somebody trying to wreck him. You trying to get some wreck with King Erner. You funny as hell. He said, street gangs is dead. It's only lost Negroes. I want to see what these niggas gonna do about this motherfucking water. See what you rowdy ass niggas gonna do when you get parched. Can you reverse that trend? You dig? That's life altering. How much water you niggas got? He said, that's correct. I seen those symbols in those old Chinese flicks as well. Them niggas threatened me on Instagram about that shit. He said, what you think about China Mac? He can rap. I don't like all of his music all the time, but I like some of it. Yeah, he definitely could rap. He said it's the Uptown D. So you from DC, funny as hell. They gonna die in the streets in piles. Big enough visuals. He said, boil that shit. Nation of Islam was boiling water in the 80s. He said after Flint, I think everybody in the hood should get tested for lead. Correct. He said, don't know if you can boil out lead. I thought you boil lead out of water, but heat elevates lead levels in water. Teach. We got to read more. Grow shit. Food, weed. They doomed. I'm late. He said, you missed the NYPD combo. I'll bring you back up to date. 9 police officers in New York City have committed suicide this year. We only 8 months into the year. What is going on in New York City policing where these guys are throwing their lives away? Is it guilt? Do they got blood on their hands? Is there going to be an indictment? He said some dude in Philly shot 6 cops trying to serve a narcotics warrant. That shit ain't even big news on this channel. Them niggas do that type shit all the time down there. Straight up. Straight up. He said these bloods are on YouTube getting people investigated, indicted. We definitely all know how it started now. We got several different versions. He said them Chicago and Philly niggas get busy for real. Don't leave DC out. Detroit too. Wherever there's niggas, there's busy niggas. I got a dope ass freestyle coming to y'all, man. I had some extremely talented MCs in here last night. They tore this motherfucker up. Shout out to Jamal Gasol and Rome Streets. Got his merch game up too. Niggas is merching. This that indie music hustle, man. Niggas, when y'all got fans, if you a musician, if you got fans, don't just serve them downloads. Don't just serve them digital downloads. Niggas got hard copies for sale on their websites and shit. This motherfucking internet made the playing field even. Choke No Joke said that they blackballing him, but I don't know. He said we need some new 38 special. I'm waiting on something new. Special been doing a lot of production lately. Shout out to Shay Nori. He said niggas gotta stop glorifying, killing each other. Get busy when them. I hear you, my man. I can't say that on my channel. He said buy a real 38 special, as many as you can. Special produced that album. He said you hit the rigs. Nope, but I'm hearing a lot about it. I've actually been hearing about him the last couple of days, ironically. Small world, pimp. They blazing hot right now. He said, so this happened today? The last 24 hours, well, the last couple of days, 2 more, which brought the total to 9. A 25-year veteran of the police department apparently shot himself one day after a colleague was found dead, continuing a rash of suicides that has rattled the nation's largest police force. More police officers commit suicide every year than are killed in the line of duty since 2014. In New York City, an average of 5 officers have died each year by suicide. On Wednesday evening, a woman called the police to report that a man had shot himself in the head in a residence in Laurelton, Queens. The police cleared the streets to take him to a hospital. The man, later identified as Robert Echeverry, a 56-year-old veteran New York police officer, succumbed to his wounds. His death happened one day after the apparent suicide of a 35-year-old off-duty officer in Yonkers. That's the one that you was just talking about. He said those numbers will rise. Watch the 7-5 documentary. I didn't watch that shit 1,000 times. That's about Michael Dowd. I even asked Haitian Jack about Michael Dowd and 7-5 and shit. He said, stop doing people of color dirty and your conscience won't bother you. Shout out to you for that comment, my nigga. That needed to be said. He said guilty conscience will do it. It won't stop. It was always in them. Oh, have you heard about Epstein's neck had broken bones, not consistent with suicide, but a homicide? Yes, I did see that. Who hangs themselves and get their neck all broke the fuck up? A hanging is death by asphyxiation. Your windpipe get cut off. The cops killing weed cops, possibly snitches. I think they should check the background of the police officers who commit suicide. I think their background should be checked out thoroughly. He said, yeah, I definitely think there's an indictment coming. He said, was that even Epstein's body? How you have prisoners guarding prisoners? I want to know. He said Epstein is chilling somewhere in Southeast Asia, fucking an underage girl right now. Yo. Yes, breakfast ASAP. Bill Clinton in the dress photo, white man, Blaze low key. Funny as hell. He said here he were taught to tear each other down. You spelled that all fucked up. Good morning to everybody. He said you fuck with that Rick Ross book, Hurricanes. I looked at it last night. I didn't buy a copy yet. I want to hear what he had. I want to hear what he got to say. He said R. Kelly can't sing his way out this closet. He trapped like a motherfucker. When you gonna do some content on $500,000? Saw his family started an IG account. Yeah, I peeped that. I'm following that account. I'm gonna look into that. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. I've been here almost 50 minutes. Y'all know my lives don't go that long. Subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV. Shout out to Rome Streets. He said boogie down and out again. Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Prayers for DeMarcus Cousins. My Lakers. So y'all know this is real Lakers shit. Got it. I'm about to get up out of here. I gotta get to the gym, man. I gotta get that breakfast I just ordered. I love breakfast. I hope y'all love it too. Go on and get you some. Subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. And follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. I got shit going on Instagram all day long. I got exclusive freestyle coming to y'all in about an hour right here on this channel. Have you seen the Gangsta Lou interview? Yes. I didn't watch it yet, though. I think I'm going to go do that right now. Peace. Boom, 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 boom.